Namaskar. Quality Circle Forum of India welcomes you all. As you are aware, that in our national convention, except HR team, all the case studies, those who are going to present, whether virtual or physical, they have to go through knowledge test. Out of 200 marks, 50 marks is for knowledge test. So be ready. Go through the refresher program, but I must recommend that wherever you feel gap, please go through the test book also. So friends, everybody wants growth. And for this growth, one more important thing, which is mentioned by Koryo Ishikawa. In the management, the first concern of the company is the happiness of the people who are connected with it. If the people do not feel happy and cannot be made happy, that company does not deserve to exist. Means happiness is also very important. So growth is required, happiness is required, and this should be sustained. Sustenance is also required. So what we learn? GHS, growth, happiness, and sustenance. And this is possible if we reach to the level of WCM, means become the world-class manufacturing. And for this world-class manufacturing, QCFI already started certification for WCM, and many of the units become WCM certified now. So world-class manufacturing WCM, they are having 8 pillars: layout and material handling, orderliness, safety and environment, quality system, asset care, customer focus, visual management, innovation and adoption, and inventory management. And all these pillars, they are having different categories. For example, in the first pillar, we are seeing percentage of indirect employee to the total employee. Scrap handling procedure, wastage disposal, plant layout, material handling system. By the same way, if we see the second pillar, where we are seeing how many management teams are there, what is the knowledge percentage, how many people they learn statistical process control technique, how many case studies are coming, and so on. So all these, they are having some norms. Based on norms, those who are reaching at the 4th level, means achiever level, we used to give the first certificate to them. And then they go for 5th level. So 4th and 5th level, we are certifying to them. Just to complete all these things, means to implement all these things, they require some enablers. And that's why we have 15 sets. And one by one set, we are sending to each one. We are teaching in the same person. You can see here, PDCA, brainstorming, flow diagram, activity chart, means simple techniques, innovation Kaizen, 5S, and different quality concepts, TPM, control charts, CPCPK, 1-point lesson, OE, SMBD, POCA, okay? All these things, whatever you have learned, you'll find they are as enablers, and that we are guiding to the unit so that they can fulfill the need of the 8 pillars. And this type of certificate is being given. This is the latest certificate which we have given. Now, for this growth, happiness, sustenance, for WCM, we require total quality management. And for this total quality management, But Einstein has mentioned education is not the learning of the fact, but the training of the mind to think. So, a lot of quality gurus, they have given different concepts so that we can achieve this total quality management. Dr. W. Seward, what he has mentioned in 1930s, however sophisticated a process may be, it will be impossible to produce two products identically same. We are grateful to him as he has donated his manuscript to Indian Statistical Institute. Control charts is the main contribution of W. Seward. Dr. Deming, you are very much familiar with the PDCA. Dr. Deming, he was called by General MacArthur in 1950 to Japan. They want to improve the sensex. And by that time in Japan, two associations were formed. JUSE, Union of Japanese Statistics Engineers, and Kai Den Ran, an association of Japan's chief executive. So in 1940s, he had the unique honor of developing sampling technique that were used first time for conducting census in US. And that's why General MacArthur called Dr. Deming to how to improve the sensex of the Japan. To honor his contribution, JUSE started Deming Award for organization and individual in 1950. Deming will, it's very simple, plan, to, check, act. We'll discuss in detail later. Now you see that Dr. Juran, he has given this Juran trilogy, Juran planning, quality control, and quality improvement. Dr. Juran has contributed for this Pareto diagram. Dr. Juran was the first to identify the phenomena of the vital few useful many as a universal principle applicable to many few. Dr. K. Ishikawa, who has given birth for this quality circle, initially well known as a quality control circle. This they have started in 1962. As long as there is a workplace, he mentioned quality circle activities must be continued. He has developed the concept of quality control circles in 1962, which became very popular as a quality circle in many countries. Dr. P.C. Mahalanobis, our Indian great guru, he educated and pioneered the use of statistical technique in improving the quality of industrial product in India and established a separate unit in the Indian Statistical Institute for providing training and consultancy services to industries and for promoting quality control movement. Due to him, the statistics came earlier than Japan in India. In Japan, the revolution came by implementation of the different concepts and changing from quality control to total quality control to CWQC, company-wide quality control, which is having one of the distinguished feature of CWQC's next process is the customer. It's not that the product whom we are selling is the customer. Even whatever we are making and the next going to the next process is the customer. CWQC then to total quality management. That's why TQM become very popular. Shichi Nakajima in 1971, when he has learned so many concepts, Americans, they are flooded with the concept in Japan. He started thinking what to do. All concepts are very good. And then he come up with an idea of the TPM, total productive maintenance. Total concepts which are productive for us that to be maintained. Shichi Nakajima was a Japanese citizen and pioneering founder of the Total Productive Maintenance System. He established the PM Award, currently known as a TPM Award. PM Award they started in 1964. 1971 onward, they changed it to Total Productive Maintenance. Nakajima was honored by the Emperor of Japan with a Renju Hoso, or medal with blue ribbon, for improving the manufacturing industry through TPM philosophy. Let us see, when we are talking of TPM, let us see the brief history. 1940s, we used to follow breakdown maintenance. 1950s, preventive maintenance came. But honestly, if you see, so many items we are seeing the household items, how many us are going for preventive maintenance for this? It's a hard. Means still many of us believe on breakdown maintenance. But in 1950s, the preventive maintenance system came. There are two types of preventive maintenance: condition-based and time-based. 1954, Dr. James Juran, he came to Japan. I've told already 1950, Dr. Debbie came. Dr. Juran, he emphasized more on the training and statistical process control, and mostly training to the top and middle management. In 1960s, this productive maintenance. 1962, quality control circle started. 1964, as mentioned, PM prize was given by GIPM law. 1970s, TPM came, total productive maintenance. TPM. Here, if you see the initial preventive maintenance, which this was started by Americans, not by Japanese, in 1950. But productive maintenance was started by Japanese, and they have added here preventive maintenance, maintenance prevention, and corrective maintenance. But in 1971, a new feature was added, autonomous maintenance, and this became TPM feature. Goal of the TPM: zero accident, zero pollution, zero defect, zero breakdown. If you see the TPM pillars, there are 8 main pillars: autonomous maintenance, focus improvement, education and training, plant maintenance, quality maintenance, early management, and initial flow control, safety, hygiene and pollution control, administrative and office TPM. These pillars, based on the companies, they may change a little bit, but the base is 5S. Autonomous maintenance is being done by the production people. Initially, most of the organizations, operator used to operate. There is a cleaning person who will clean the machine. But here, this autonomous maintenance has changed the total scenario. Tax system, a visual management system. If the operator feels there is some mechanical defect, electrical defect, some leakages are there, something wrong with the civil or carpentry part, they can put some tag. Different type of tags which we have sterilized in India, but red tag for unnecessary items is all over. Yellow tag, those items which are extra and to be sent back to stores. This is common under the 5S also. But these four colors, QCFI institutionalized, green, tech, mechanical, blue, electrical, black, instrumentation, and white, any other, it may be civil, corporate, or whatever. So these tags, they can be put by anyone. This will indicate the defects and the concerned maintenance people, they can rectify it quickly. Autonomous maintenance is really giving an excellent result because we are involving the person who is working over there. They are having 7 different steps. First, initial cleanup. What we have practically seen in Indian condition, in the morning itself, at the start of the shift, supervisor, maintenance people, and operator, let them see the surrounding and the machine and let them clean by themselves. Once they are cleaning, look, listen, feel, and smell will indicate if there is anything wrong. Electrical, mechanical people, their eyes are very sharp. Quickly they can see and set right things immediately. And if not, they will note it down and they will rectify it first before taking any big work. This initial cleaning, after a certain period, maybe 1 month or 2 months, you'll find they started discussing about the problem and remedies. The Kaizen start coming, means second step started coming when they are seeing, look, listen, feel on a regular basis, and this give indication to them why this happens every time. And that's why second step, preventive measures from such deterioration will come automatically. Now in third step, we have to teach them through one point lesson about the lubrication, which oil, grease, where to apply, how to apply it, at what frequency, where it goes, and if we are not doing, what will happen, doing extra, what will happen. Through this, they are learning about the lubrication, about the machine asset, and the fourth step will come automatically. You will find they are able to do general inspection of the machine. Now, in the fourth step, we have added in our Indian system, output of the quality. Initially, they have given autonomous inspection, but we are asking them to see the quality, output quality. And after a certain period, you'll find they are able to identify why this happens. So input quality or machine quality will also come, and they come up, whatever they are doing, come up with some standard system, standardization is also. And now we can say they become the full application of autonomous maintenance ownership. So these are the 7 steps given by GIPM. Now, what we change, as I mentioned, initial cleaning, preventive maintenance, all these 4 are already. In 5th, we have mentioned knowledge of output quality. They should identify what is wrong, what is wrong. And once they learn about the poor quality of output, this comes in their mind, why this happens. May it be because of poor input, maybe it's because of the processing. And once they learn this, means reason for the poor output quality. So now they have learned how to clean, lubrication, about the machine, about the output, about the input for which output quality is poor. So now we can say they become the master for their equipment, and we can say the ownership is coming over there. So seventh step, once they reach there, they should be recognized. Managers model. Once in a week, what we suggest, they have to take one model, and the senior people, they have to open, they have to clean, they have to check, they have to put tag, and they have to ask their junior people, what is this, why this is, what is the purpose of this? And you will find a lot of cases will come. Managers learning will also be there. They can update their knowledge, and they can see the problem being faced by their operator also. So this managers model is going to give fantastic result if done on a regular basis, once in a week, one equipment in each and every department. Through one point lesson, we have developed this OPL system in a different way. Let the department head call electrical, mechanical, civil, safety, quality people over there, ask them what precaution these people should take so their work become easier. They will give a lot of inputs. Note it down and make a 40 lessons. Let them prepare 1 lessons per week and teach them on one-to-one basis. Once this becomes 4 lessons, let them take the test of all. So in 5 weeks, 4 lessons will be taught, and during 1 year, they are going to cover 40 lessons. In 3 years, supervisor is going to teach about 120 lessons. Whether worker will learn or not properly, but one thing is clear, if supervisor is making a plan, teaching one by one, taking the test, so supervisor 100% will learn electrical, mechanical, instrumentation, safety, everything, because he cannot be master of all, but at least for their equipments, he is having a full knowledge and he become a very good supervisor. Now, ultimately, we have to see the effectiveness of the equipment. For that, this is the total time. But management has given no. During this period, we cannot run 26 January, 15th August, 2nd October, like that. Okay, so this is nothing but loading time. Company can run. But due to some malfunctioning, major breakdown, some seasonal effect or whatever, this availability loss, whatever one port, this is the availability loss. So now the green portion is available time. Machine can run for this. But if you see, as per calculation, what should be the production and actually what production came, you will find there is a difference. This is because some performance loss. And this performance loss is just for second, start the machine because of lubrication, because of operator away, because of jam reviewing, because of so many small things which cannot be studied through time motion. It's very difficult. And whatever is produced, we cannot pack 100%. So that is the quality loss. So if you see the available time and the green portion, so the gap 1 to 3 is the losses. So effectiveness is only green portion. And this can be calculated O is equal to A percentage into P percentage into Q percentage. So here we have to have a focus on availability loss. How to improve this availability loss? 6 big losses are there: downtime, availability loss, downtime losses, breakdown due to equipment failure, setup and adjustment time, and performance loss, speed loss, idling and minor stoppages, reduce speed. C, defect loss, defect in the process, the river, reduce yield between machine startup and stable production. So for the improvement in the availability percentage, SMED, single minute exchange of dies, which was given by Sego Singo. Here, setup of operation are fundamentally divided into internal setup and external setup activities. How we can convert internal setup to external setup so that that could be done without disturbing, without stopping the machine. Then Pokayoke, mistake proof system. So SMED and Pokayoke, this is going to improve availability loss. For the performance loss, group time technique study is there, that to be done. 6 big losses already here. Speed loss, that can be measured. Idling and minor stoppages, that can be seen, that can be studied through group time technique study. Reduce speed can be measured. So group time technique study or snap survey or time motion, but GTT study is very, very powerful and giving a very accurate result. Then the third one, defect loss. Here, improvement in the quality percentage, statistical quality control, statistical process control, that to be applied. We can go for Six Sigma, which is developed by Bill Smith and Bob Galvin, 1980. Six Sigma level in case 3.4 DPMO, defects per million opportunities. Some people try make everything complicated. Be the person who tries to make everything simple. So what we have done in our Indian condition, after seeing the complication in TPM, we have developed D.K.'s model of simplified TPM, which is an integrated approach of different quality concepts for performance excellence. This book is available. You can go through. This is very high demand and giving excellent result. And it's very simple to read and practice. Now, when we are talking of TPM, TPM is going to help us to improve the performance of our organization. But what about suppliers? If they are not supplying material properly, that will hinder, that will affect our productivity. And to the customer need is changing day by day. We have to see the need of the customer also. And if we consider we can upgrade our supply, we take the feedback from the customer, then we can say we are towards total quality management. And to achieve this total quality management, total employee involvement, total process control, and total wastage control are very, very important. We learn how we can do this. So friends, what J.R.D. Tata has mentioned, one must forever strive for excellence or even perfection in any task, however small, and never be satisfied with the second best. What this indicate? Okay, we are in WCM, we are learning TQM, but along with this, we have to see who are our competitors, where they are ahead than us. So benchmarking is very, very important. This is going to give us the gap and try to fill the gap, because if anybody can achieve, why not we? So here, along with benchmarking, we have to see, we have to optimize the cost of the production also. It's not that by investing money, We become number one, but the cost has gone up. So optimize the cost of the production. That is very important. And for this, we require lean manufacturing. Today or tomorrow, we have to go for this lean manufacturing. So what is lean manufacturing? This is to reduce manufacturing cost of our product. The market is focusing everyone to change. Price of most product is now market-based. To prosper, we must continuously decrease cost while increasing quality and service. Then only we can survive. So what is lean? Lean is a culture that focuses on open mind thinking, challenging the present, and continuous improvement. No hi-fi. And here, the lean is about less. What less? Less time. Whatever we are doing, can we do it less time? Less inventory, less space, less people, and less money. And how we can add the value? Value addition. If you see the mobile, what is the price of the mobile, you know. But what is the material cost? Material cost may be hardly 20%. But the value addition is so high, every time they are adding something, and we are changing the mobile. So value addition is very, very important here. Doing more with less. And very important is eliminate waste. What is that waste? We'll discuss. Normally we see whatever we are seeing is the waste is not that. We have to identify value adding activities and non-value adding activities. It's not that value adding activities means easily you are seeing that that is separate, as is separate. No, this is mix up. And we have to use lean tools to filter this. There are 7 types of waste given by Toyota production system. Defects, you know very well. Overproduction, waiting time, transportation, inventory, extra processing, and motion. Here, we added one more, which may not be applicable in Toyota production, but here this is very much applicable in our country, in our organizations, that not utilizing human potential. You just see how many people's mind we are utilizing. We are only taking the work. And we have seen the results even by taking care of, by utilizing the mind of the contract worker. Ultimately, they are also going to contribute something to us. So these 8 types of wastage, if you want to remember, you can put it like this. Downtime means defects, overproduction, waiting time, not utilizing human potential, transportation, inventory, extra processing, and motion. Motion means you are sitting here, you are lifting like this way, putting like this way. No, this type of motions are not required. This creates a fatigueness. How to reduce the fatigueness of the employees? So we have to identify value-adding activities and non-value-adding activities and eliminate or reduce the non-value-adding activities. Can you recall 20 years before? If you go to book a railway ticket, how much time it used to take? Get ready, go to the reservation counter, take the form, follow the line, and take the ticket, take your vehicle, come back to home, and it is required 3 to 4 hours minimum. But the value-adding activity was whatever form we have filled, given to the counter, they fed, taken the ticket, and given to you. 3 minutes. But we spent 3 to 4 hours just for 3 minutes. So remaining time was non-value-adding activity. Have you ever thought of that just by sitting, by using your finger with your mobile, you can book your ticket? Like this way, everywhere we have to identify the system to reduce non-value adding activities. So friends, lean manufacturing is the need of the day. And for this lean manufacturing, few people cannot do. Total employee involvement is must. And we have to develop total employee. Human beings are real assets, even contract workers. How to develop? It's very simple. If you see, initially what Britishers they used to do, they treat slaves like this. No mind, can't speak. Simply use your leg and hand. But Americans, they realize they are having mind also. So they started suggestion scheme to get the idea. And Japanese, they realize they are having heart also. And if the heart and mind is synchronized, this can give excellent result. So how to develop? It's very simple. If you recall yourself, how you have been developed. You have gone to school, you have reached to a certain level, you have got the job. Many of us stop learning after that. Slowly, whatever you have learned, that goes down. But we have to go up. What our teachers, they have done it. Can you recall in your childhood? They have taught us, they have given sums to us. Sum was like this, 3 kg rice costing 29 rupees 30 paisa. What is the price of 98 kg of rice? At that time, you are not going to purchase rice, but you are calculating. You are not asking your teacher, why 98? Why not 100 kg? You are not asking your teacher when you are going to take 98 kg, we'll bargain. We are calculating. Why? The purpose was at that time, our teacher want to make us problem solve. So here, we want to develop each and every one, means self and mutual development. And once we are talking of mutual, team is required. And team will work if the goal of the team is same. Goal of the team will be same if their problem will be same. Problem will be same if they are from same work area doing similar type of work. What they do? They will solve their own work related problem. And how you have solved? Can you recall? Open any chapter. Say percentage. Maybe chapter 7. You'll find 7A, 7B, 7C. In 7A, very simple, but so many questions. B, 7B, a little bit tough. 7C, very tough, but few questions. Here also, we can divide our total identified problems into 3 categories, A, B, and C. A, simple, which you can solve by yourself. B, with the help of other department. And C, which may not be able to solve, which we are thinking now. But once you are able to solve A and B, it may possibly few of C also you are able to solve. Otherwise, with the help of the management, you can do it. So, development of the total employees required to learn problem solving skill. And for that, they have to do innovation and kaizen. Once they will learn, they will try to solve the problem. They may do either innovation or kaizen. Basically, there are only 2 concepts, innovation and kaizen. Innovation, you have developed something new. Kaizen, improve upon. So here, if you see, innovation, what we have told, a new development, new technological breakthrough, or new development system. Innovation plus kaizen. is the Japanese way of development, and QCFI is also following the same thing. Kaizen, given by Masaki Mai, Kai means change, Jen for better. So Kaizen, change for better. That is continuous improvement. Now this Kaizen steps, very simple. First thing, if the problem is there, can we eliminate totally? If we not, can we reduce? If not, can we change the system? We have developed copied Kaizen also. Anybody has done any Kaizen, and we have seen you can also implement, copy it, and that will called as a copied Kaizen. So innovation plus Kaizen is become a Japanese way of continuous improvement. As mentioned, QCFI is also following the same. Now, many people say there are so many other concepts. Please see, 5S, workplace management. But 1S, 2S, 3S, we are solving, trying to find out the solution of 1S, 2S, 2S, 3S, so that we can reduce it or eliminate it. How we can do this? Innovation or Kaizen. Waste control, SMED, OK, quality improvement team, productivity improvement, cost reduction, Six Sigma, any of this. They are the types of project, but ultimately what we are going to do, when we are going to solve, either we'll do Kaizen or innovation. Even Six Sigma. We are seeing the number of defects, we are seeing the variation, but how to control variation? How to reduce defect? You have to do Kaizen or innovation. Just in time, human relation, benchmarking, so many. So Kaizen, this could be done by individuals, can be done by the group. If you see the group, this may be structured, this may be unstructured. A structured group can be from the grassroots people and senior and middle management also. Senior and middle management, they have been kept to solve the problem. So quality improvement team is required. But the first line grassroots people, up to now we are saying do the work. Now, if they have to solve the problem, we have to make them problem solver. To make them problem solver, we have to develop them. And as soon as they are developing, in the same way, up to what level they have developed, we can ask them to solve the problem. For the development, quality circle. For problem solving, lean quality circle, lean safety circle. This individual, we can also ask them individually to come up with the idea also. And this may be organization based and personal also. For organization, if they have made some changes, let them present. But we request each and every person at least come up with one personal Kaizen, which you have done for yourself, your family, your society, not organization. At least one. And if this is displayed, everybody will be happy. They will also learn through this, and they can learn from each other. It's a mutual learning. Now coming to one of the Kaizen at grassroots level, that is quality circle. This is for the development of the people. It's not a problem-solving group. Many times people confuse it's a problem-solving group. It's not. It's a for development of the people. So quality circle concepts, you are well aware. It's a small group. Initially, in earlier definition, they have mentioned 5 to 15. But now, in new definition, this is changed. And they have not mentioned a number. Simply, they put a smaller group, in which people who work in the first line, workplace, continually improve and maintain the quality of product, service, job, and so on. This small group promotes the activity in such a way as to autonomously administer. Initially, those who are volunteering themselves, but now they realize, no, first we have to guide to them, we have to tell them, and autonomously when they administer, then let them form the QC. So QC concept and technique and other display activity and make them self-development and mutual. Now, in new definitions, they have also added this activity intends to develop their capability, perform self-actualization for QC circle members, make it workplace full brightness and vitality. Means self-actualization. This should come when they're coming by their own and involved in this. Enhance customer satisfaction and make a social contribution. And for the management also they have added this thing. The executive and the managers, in order to make QC circle activity successful, contribute to improving the enterprise, constitute and implement company-wide TQM or similar one by themselves. So quality improvement team become a very common. Facilitate the environment for the activity and continually conduct appropriate guidance and support based on the respect for the humanity, aiming at the participation by everybody and positioning the activity as important for human resource development and workplace utilization. So this is the new definition. Now we can't say new because this came in 1995. Now you see the motivational theories, you see the hierarchy of the Maslow's theory. What he mentioned initially is physical need, safety need, and social need. But normally we find most of the organization now, these three needs are fulfilled, almost. Then let us see what motivational theory says and how this is connect with the quality circle activities. In hierarchy of Maslow's theory, you will find there are different steps: physiological need and safety needs. Mostly these physiological needs and safety needs are fulfilled in most of the organizations. Then people, we can say social animal. People want to become social. The social need is going to motivate to them. And quality circle is going to help us because when they are solving the problem, they're not solving only for themselves. They are solving the problem which is being benefited by all the department people. And proudly, they present it. They go up to national and international level. And this is certainly going to motivate them. So social need is the first step over here, which is helping us in the QC movement. And then the competition comes, ego need. They want to become number one, want to become par excellence. All of you are learning so that we can get more marks and get par excellence. And after a certain period, the self-actualization will come. People are so much involved in QC movement that trying to teach to others also to develop the QC movement, and they reach to the self-actualization level. Now, if we see the McGregor's theory, X and Y, in McGregor's theory, now we see the McGregor's theory, X and Y. Here, this belongs to Y theory. In X theory, what they say? People don't want to work. But in case of Y theory, they say no. People want to work. They require some motivation. And if you see the motivational theory of Frederick Hesburn, they have given two factors, hygiene factor and effective motivation. So if the challenging work is given to them, they're taking the problem, they're solving the problem, responsibility is increased, and once they solve it, sense of achievement is there. And if they are recognized properly, this is going to motivate to them. And hygiene factor, that is also contributing a lot by the implementation of 5S. This hygiene factor is also being improved. But hygiene factor is not a motivating factor, but if hygiene factor is not there, effective motivation will never come. If you see the structure, those who are not quality circle member, due to some reason, they may become a member in future, so they are potential member. Those who are the members, they select their leader and deputy leader. Every 6 months, deputy leader will become the leader and leader will become the ex-leader. His immediate boss may be deputy facilitator and the head of the section become the facilitator. Steering committees from the apex level, headed by head of the plant, and this total activity is supported by top management. To coordinate with all these, a coordinating department is required who will depute or nominate someone as a coordinator, co-coordinator as per the need. And if multi-unit organization is there, then corporate coordination is also required. Rotation of leader, as I mentioned, that deputy leader will become the leader and leader will become the ex-leader. Because this is a circle, all are equal. Only somebody is required to chair the session. And deputy leader, he knows very well after 6 months when he becomes the leader. So they will try to learn how they are going, how deputy leader is going to chair. Facilitator is a very important person. He is a friend, philosopher, a guide for the quality circle members. If you see the task performance and the management team, what is the difference between these two? Task performers, they are having the practical knowledge. Management people, they are having the technical knowledge. And the common portion is very less. And there is no platform where this common area can be improved. The only platform is quality circle, or lean quality circle, or lean safety circle, through which technical people will learn the practical thing and practical people learn the technical thing, and slowly this common portion will increase. In any organization, the common portion is increasing more, this is more beneficial to the organization. That's why the role of the facilitator is very, very important, and he is supposed to attend all the meetings. But watch them, guide them, teach them, don't give the idea. Idea to be given once when they feel this is the time, idea to be given to them. There should be a weekly meeting. Some quality circle, they do fortnightly meeting, their effective will be 1/4. And those who are meeting once in a month, what Ishikawa has mentioned, they are the sleeping circle. This type of activity report in your book, this is given. So each and every circle is supposed to fill this. From which period to which period, circle name, area, number of meetings, how many meetings to be held, and how many actual meetings held during this month. What is the percentage attendance? A means those who came to the organization, came on duty, but not attended the meeting. D, they have been deputed outside somewhere, so they cannot attend the meeting. Then number of meeting attended by facilitator, deputy facilitator, and their meeting needs to be signed by HOD. That give a lot of motivation. But before that, facilitator and deputy facilitator should also sign the meeting minutes, what project they have taken, and what is the status. 12 steps are there, in which step they are, and remark if they are facing any problem. This report to be sent to the area coordinator. They will compile it and put to the area steering committee like this way. Now coming to the problem solving step. 12 steps are there. Initially, they have to identify as many problems as they can through brainstorming. Then they have to select the problem. And for selection of the problem, first categorize into A, B, C. Then A type problem, let them go through, and where they get the instant solution, mark it as A/K and implement that. A/K means under A, they are the simple Kaizen. Now, whatever the remaining A-type problems are there, that to be displayed or read out by the leader, and each one will select one problem only out of them. So 5 people are there, so there will be a maximum 5. Then go for priority number, or how to get the priority also we'll see. So priority number will help them to prioritize which problem to take in first, so that group should not have any dispute that why this problem is taken first. Then we have to go for defining the problem. Here, you show your process, define the problem, note down what is the objective and goals. Now, analysis of the problem. Out of 5 W1H, 4 W1H is required here. But don't write what is the problem, where is the problem. This is the wrong way. Analysis of the problem says you have to measure the problem. How many times this problem came? What are the problems coming over there? How much time this required to solve it? How much money is required? Time is required? Who are affected? How much they are affected? All these data is required here. Then find out the causes. Make a cause and effect diagram. And out of all the causes, sub-causes, sub-causes, the last of sub-causes, note down the probable root causes and analyze them. Which one is affecting at that time? If 1 or 2 is there, it's all right. More than that, then find out how much this is affecting. So data analysis is required. Then you develop the solution. See foreseeing probable resistance. Go for trial implementation and check performance. Once you are convinced, present to the management, and then management will make a plan for the regular implementation. We have to develop a system for the follow-up and review. For the sustenance of QC movement, see the facilitator and sometimes the seniors also. 3 dimensions of management role is very important. Listening, caring, listen carefully, teaching them, and facilitating. Formation of Apex Steering Committee and Area Steering Committee. If plant is big, it's very difficult that every time Apex level steering committee can go through the case studies. So it is better to divide the total area among the area steering committee and deputy area coordinator. Main coordinator will coordinate to area coordinator. Let them have a regular meeting every month. And during this meeting, whatever the case studies came over there, ask them to present it in a very short period. Simply what problem they have taken, what solution is there, what is the game. Then the senior people, the chairman area steering committee will depute one or two or three senior people to go there and see and approve the project. Once project is approved, this to be presented in a proper way to all the members. A token gift should be given. A simple household item. This should be household item and not to everybody. Those who have attended at the 60% or more meeting, they should be given so that people will attend the meeting on a regular basis. After approval of the project, this will be decided by the management how we are going to implement in parallelly if number of equipments are more than one. Then to create a competition, there's an evaluation of each area and best circle of each area. So for this, already in our book, we have given for the selection of best circle, number of meetings set, percentage attendance, number of problems solved, target is 4 per year, special activity 2 per year, and maintaining their register up to date. This to be checked by internal auditors. By the same way, for the area steering committee, how many meetings they conducted, what is the percentage of members involved in QCs, how many circle case studies are coming over there, how many are implemented, and what is the status of implementation. All are numerical values. And January to June, we can award them in 15th August, July to December, in 26th January. So running seal to be given in such cases and gift to be given for the best circles. Then QC Mela, quiz competition, Kavi Sammelan, poster, essay, slogan competition, all these to be organized, which is going to motivate to them. Now, we are in India also implementing this 1982. Now, the frequently asked questions are, what is the next after QC? Because we are saying this is for the development of the people. Now, people are saying we are developing the people for so many years. What is next? What about B and C type problem? A good circle, if they have identified A type problem 36, 4 problems they are solving in a year, so 9 years is required. So whether companies should wait for B and C type problem to be solved by the quality circle after 9 years, while all the problems are in black and white, that is given in the register. In many places, there are so many people. 2 people are working over there. How to form the quality circle? So how to involve total employee? Lot of instant ideas are coming because when they become the problem solver, sometimes when they see the problem and immediately they get the idea. And once the idea came, what to be done? Management is interested in gains, certainly. So what to be done? How to activate suggestion scene? Lot of people, nowadays, people are changing their organizations. In previous organizations, they are having some knowledge. Here, they have seen, whatever they have seen, they give the suggestion, this could be done like this. But suggestion scheme, you know. So how to activate suggestion scheme? Many times management want to give the problem. In quality circle, we say, no, management cannot give the problem. And simple problem is there. The packet is going and falling down. You have put a mechanical stopper or limit switch over there, that problem is solved. But such simple thing, they are making a big case study, unnecessary tools and technique, what to be done. Now, slow and steady win the race will not work now. We have to go fast. And that's why I have tried to develop this lean quality circle in 2009. 2010, we have got the permission from here as well as from international also to present. 2011, we have presented about this lean quality circle in inaugural session of International Convention on Quality Control Circles 2011 in Japan. And ultimately, at present, this is well accepted. And this lean quality circle is nothing but a cross-functional team of task performers. Lean quality circle, which I have mentioned, we have developed it for the QCFI, is nothing but a small group comprising of non-executive who have acquired adequate knowledge in problem-solving group and synergy, who can by themselves identify, select, accept the problem given by management with the reference to section, department, or organization goal. Here means problem can be taken by themselves, may be given from by the management. They can take it from the problem bank also. They can take the help of their immediate line executive, who will be the co-project owner and mentor to the group and act as a facilitator. So your facilitator will also be a part of this team. They may co-opt member from other than their own work area as per project demand. It's not that a fixed group is there. Based on the need of the project, we can take the people from different departments as required. Analyze what they do, same thing. Analyze and solve the problem using appropriate tools and technique. So lean safety circle, the same way. Only thing is, here lean safety circle, they take the safety problem. And member may be anyone. Anyone can take the problem and his boss will become the facilitator. He can take the people from different department as need based, as we have mentioned in LQC also. By the same way, this is also cross-functional team. By the same way, quality improvement team. Same system will work. Quality circle is not a problem-solving group. That is for the learning, for the development of the people. But lean quality circle, lean safety circle, quality improvement team, they are the problem-solving group. System of problem-solving group is same. People will take the problem. Then his boss will become the mentor, come facilitator, come project one of the project owner. And need based, we can take the people from other department, those who can help them. So system I have told, many people for quality improvement, there's a cross-functional team. But cross-functional team is the symptom. Cross-functional team is the characteristic of quality improvement team. Same thing with LQC and LSC. Now here, how this functions. It's very simple. First thing, they have to take the problem. From where they take the problem? Instant problem they can also take. They can given by the management. Management can give the problem to them and they can take problem from problem bank. How to make this problem bank? Very easy. See, once in a month, supervisor will call the operators in a small group, not all the operators, 5, 6 people, through round robin method. They will learn, they will identify the problems related to their area as well as the area for the improvement. Note it down. By the same way, executive will call the supervisors, manager will call the executives, and head of the plant will call the managers. Nomenclature will depend upon the unit, but from grassroots people to the head of the plant, all the problems are in black and white. This can be categorized into different department wise. Department head will see and further segregate their problem in three categories. One which can be solved by main operator, employees, grassroots people, can be solved by middle management, can be solved by the senior executives. Formation of group, who will take the project, become project leader, his boss, facilitator, members say from same work area, maybe co-opted member from other area. So registers of the problem, this to be done with the coordinator. Meeting, no regular meeting. If required, you can meet 6 times in a day. You can discuss on phone, on WhatsApp, and whenever required, you can sit together and discuss. So no official meeting, but project leader must note down the whatever observations are there. Problem solving steps, we know these 12 steps. Here, this is for the learning. But if you see the first and second, because the problem they have taken by the instant, or maybe from problem bank, or maybe given by the management. So step number 1 and 2 has gone. So third step will remain same. Fourth step, analysis of the problem. Here we have put the measure the problem. Because ultimately we are measuring the problem. How many times this problem come, when this problem come, and when the problem come, how many manpower required, money required, material required, who are affected, next department, previous department, how much they are affected, all such data is required. Then step number 5, 6, 7, analyze the problem. If through why analysis, they are reaching to the root cause, no need to go for cause and effect. But you have gone for cause and effect diagram, you have identified the probable root causes, and 1 or 2 root causes are identified at present. No need to go for Pareto diagram. But if there are so many root causes after analysis, then try to find out how much each one is affecting, and Pareto diagram is required. So 5, 6, 7 need base. Coming to the improvement. For development of the solution, forcing problem distance, trial implementation, and regular implementation. These are the steps for the learners, means for quality circles. But here, you are following all these. But when you are presenting, simply you have to say what improvement you have made, what is the key. And fifth, control step 12. Here also you have to tell how you are going to control this. So simple. So project to be approved, as in case of quality circle also, management approval will be there. Some incentive, etc. This is up to management. They can provide it. So LQC is nothing but a bottom-up approach. And if you see, easily involving all the employees, including contract laborers, supported by management to all the levels. Difference between suggestion scheme and LQC. In case of suggestion scheme, somebody has given suggestion, whether implemented or not. In case of LQC, it's not only suggestion. Suggestion, he has got the idea. Those who are going to help in implementation will be the part of this one. And ultimately, this will be implemented. Difference between quality circle and LQC. Quality circle, they are taking one by one simple problem not given by the management. And this is for the development of the employee. But LQC is development as well as solving the problem both. So using the brain is directly proportional to development of the human beings. So here 100% people can be easily involved. Now if we see, many times people say, so quality circle will close. No. See here, illiterate people, what they are doing. As soon as they got primary level education, they're working like this. And slowly, as soon as you are learning, so quality circle is helping us to learn. So as soon as you are learning higher education, you become the executive also. And I can show you many of the people who were at the grassroots level in quality circles. Today, they are the head of the plant. One of our director is also in the same way. So this is going to help us to develop the people. Development and the outcome. As per Professor Kano, normally if you know, the Professor Kano used to say there are two steps, A strategy and J strategy. A strategy, American strategy, suggestion scheme. J strategy, Japanese strategy, Kaizen. Then I mentioned in the after his lecture, my lecture was there. Now I'm going to introduce I strategy, which is in between A and J. This is taking care of the A strategy also. Means suggestion is there, now converting into clean quality circle. And J strategy, certainly Kaizen. So when something is not working, don't change your dream, just change your approach. And that's why, if you see the implementation, innovation, and Kaizen, this requires a major input, and that input is nothing but training on problem solving steps and problem solving tools and technique. 90% of all problems can be solved by using the techniques of data stratification, histogram, and control charts. Among the causes of the non-conformance, only 1/5 or less are attributed to the workers, given by Yoshikawa. So problem solving tools technique. So knowledge of problem solving is must for solving the problem in a systematic way. And these are simple techniques, PDCA, milestone Gantt chart, brainstorming, priority number, ranking method, and flow diagram. PDCA, you know very well, plan, do, check, act. This plan is divided into two parts, decide objective and goals, and how to achieve. Do, first training education, then do the work, then check the result and take appropriate action. Nowadays, for daily routine management, people say PDCA. First you do plan, do, check, act. Plan, do, check, and take action. Suppose you check and find everything is okay, then what to be done? Sterilize the system. Let everybody do is check whether all are doing or not. Take appropriate action. But suppose after checking you find all are following the standard. What to be done? Change the standard. And how to achieve that? Again, make a plan. Do, check, act. Like this way, we can continually improve upon ourselves. Activity chart. There are two types of chart. Milestone chart. Here we see the marriage on 15 November. September, October, November, total planning is there. And this planning is from which date to which date, this type of bar line is given. In case of Gantt chart, it's very simple. The same thing can be written like this and put the starting date and ending date. Only this difference. Here you have seen, again you see, the dates are there and you put the line. Here, It's very simple. In each month, from which date to which date, which activity to be done. Anyone can be used. Brainstorming, given by Alex Osborne. There are 3 types of brainstorming. Slip method. Let everybody give their idea in the slip, but no hitchhiking is taking place in this case. Freewheeling or unstructured. So many people are there. You are simply asking and people are giving the idea. Many people hitchhike the idea and give the idea. But slow thinkers will not give the idea. In case of round robin method, everybody in turn, they will give the idea. If no idea, they will say pass. And through this, you will find that many people, even the slow thinker, after a certain period, they started giving the idea. Here also, hitchhiking is very much possible. Now, this brainstorming, when we are talking of 3 types of brainstorming, which one is better? All are good. Slip method. Within a short period, we can collect the information from all over the world through SMS, etc. Within a short period, with a big group, we can take the idea wherever required. And quality circle or a small group activities, we require this structure type. All are having their plus and minus point. If you see the thinking, 2 types of thinking, logical. And logical thinking says that the answer will remain one. If any defect is there and 3 different technicians are there, they will reach to the right conclusion, only one conclusion. Creative idea, it's something. What idea will come, nobody knows. So there are 5 key elements given by J.P. Guilford. Fluency, rate of ideas, how many ideas are coming in a given time. Flexibility, category of ideas, how many category of ideas we are getting. Originality, ability to identify uncommon ones. Awareness, that is ability to see and imagine beyond immediate fact. And drive, that is willingness to contribute and achieve the end goal without the fear of the failure. Now, flow diagram is an easy armchair journey, high-level flow diagram, matrix flow diagram, detailed flow diagram. So, high-level flow diagram, normally we say, suppose we have to make pakoda curry. So, high-level flow diagram say, okay, make this, then this, then this, then this, then this. Very simple. But in case of matrix, for each and every what we are going to do, again we are writing like this way. And in case of detailed flow diagram, we use symbols. Few symbols, terminal symbol, activity symbol, decision symbol, document symbol, database symbol, and connectors. Flow lines, they connect to each other. And mostly the detailed flow diagram for getting the material, they made it like this way. What Dr. Juran has mentioned, this is helping us in analyzing the problem. How? Decision symbol, whether all the decisions have been taken correctly or not. Activity symbol, all the activities are as per SOP or not. Then we have to see, relook, why this happens. Database, if database symbol is there, whether calibration is proper. If document symbol is there, whether it is corrected, the data is taken correctly or not. Now, there are 7 basic tools: data collection, stratification, cause and effect diagram, Pareto diagram, scatter diagram, histogram, graph, and control chart. Data, there are 2 types: measurable data, or also called as continuous data or variable data. Attribute data are discontinuous or data, discrete data. So data collection, this give a correct information so that decision can be taken properly, for providing sound basis for decision making, as right decision can be made by collecting relevant and appropriate data. Now, once data is there, We have to stratify the data. Stratify into different categories. For the Pareto diagram also we used to stratify. You see the stratification here, the defect. First, defects are there, A, B, C, D, E, F, that is collected. Then that is the stratification. Now, after stratification, in case of Pareto, you know the Pareto, Wilford Pareto, he was a socioeconomist. He told about the wealth distribution. And he found almost 80% of the wealth belong to approximately 20% of the people. This number may change now. Lawrence, they were also studied the same thing, but their methodology were different. He has seen the who is having highest wealth, then it started aiding it, and the curve they have seen is going very fast. After a certain period, curve goes slow. But they have studied about the wealth distribution. Dr. Juran, when he has given a thought in the same way, for any problem, there are so many causes, but all the causes are not contributing equally. There are some vital few causes which is contributing more. So they have given the phenomena of vital few, useful many, which become a universal phenomenon. And this Pareto diagram is the contribution of Dr. Juran. So how to make Pareto diagram? Once you have collected data, stratified it, put into decreasing order. If others are there, that to be put at the end, because others are nothing but mixture of so many. So here also you'll find A, B, C, D, O is others. Otherwise it is 48, 54. 54, 48 is alone. 54 is a mixture of so many. That's why this has been put at the end. Then convert it into percentage and cumulative percentage. Once you converted it, make a Pareto diagram. If you see the curve is going like this way, and from turning over here you draw the line. And this is vital few, this is used for many. Many people, they try to make with their, using their office and computer, and they are making in a wrong way. Some people, they start from here, it's again wrong way. Many people, they take from the center. Once you're taking from the center, here also you have to take the center. But what will happen? Once you're taking like center, then this should also be here. Don't join it here. Otherwise, this will create a problem. So here, simple thing is, we have to take the corners, make like this. Once we have made a Pareto diagram, then after solving the problem, also we have to show after Pareto diagram. Here, number of defects were 1500. So what we have done? Here, what we have made? 1500. So 1500 is equal to 100% here. Now suppose, again we have taken the same number, maybe this is taken from 10,000 pieces, 1500 were defective. Now from the 10,000 pieces, after an improvement, this has reduced. So initially this was 1500. So 1500 was equivalent to 100%. And now if this becomes almost 400 something, so this becomes 100%. So like this way we find the Pareto diagram will look like this before and after. So once you are making a parallelogram before, then you have to make after also to show the results and comparison. Now coming to the cause and effect diagram. There are three types of cause and effect diagram. Initially for the learners, dispersion analysis, whether we decide the header first, man, machine, material, method, like this way. But in case of cause elimination method, through brainstorming, first we identify all the probable causes. Then we stratify it. And then we take the decision what should be the name of the header. Then we have to see whether all the causes are independent or sub-cause of someone. And accordingly, we make the cause and effect diagram. So dispersion analysis, first header, then causes. This is for the beginners because headers, once you have decided the header, this is just like a tramline thinking. Leader is asking about the man, everybody telling about the man. Material, everybody telling about the material. But in case of cause elimination, we have not fixed the header. Header will be decided later. First, let me identify how many causes are there. Then that to be segregated. And then make the category and put the header. Then production process classification type. Simply we can make a high level flow diagram and each and every step we have to see what are the probable causes are there. Like this way we can make a cause and effect diagram. So many people feel why analysis to be done separately. Why analysis, cause and effect diagram is nothing but a combination of why analysis. So many why analysis when joined together, Japanese Industrial Standard, GIS, they recognize the cause and effect diagram as one of the basic 7 tools. This becomes the source for the new 7 tool. So now we see here, there are so many causes, sub-causes, and they have put header after that, and the last one is probable sub-cause. Everywhere, last one is probable sub-cause. In case of production process classification, this is the problem. This may happen because of any of the steps. For each step, try to find out causes. Now coming to scatter diagram. Whenever we are making any change for the improvement, this makes some changes in different places. And that's why we have to see the relation between X and Y, where X is independent variable and Y is depending upon X. So contribution of X to Y is 100R square, where R is nothing but coefficient of correlation. Mean, median, mode are the three measures of the central tendency. Now we see the standard deviation. The most important representation measures of the dispersion is square root of Poisson distribution value, that is standard deviation. See here. Suppose we have taken 5 samples of biscuit packet and we are making the total, both are equal. Average equal. Now if you are seeing the variation from the average and making a total, again equal. But if we square it, giving the indication. And that's why this formula is standard deviation. Sigma x minus x bar whole square upon n. And this is also standard deviation. But if number of data are the 100%, means you have taken all the data, follow this. But you have taken sample from the lot of the production, then we have to follow here. So this sigma will indicate that 100% readings we have taken, and this will indicate, S will indicate that from the lot you have taken the sample. And here in place of n, we are going to use n minus 1. Now coming to histogram, cause person is contributed for this. Histogram is graphical representation of a frequency distribution, which is a summary variation in product process. See here, let us take one simple example. We have purchased 2 kg of laddu. 1 kg consists of 32, so 264. See all the readings. How to make a histogram? It's very simple. First of all, we have to see the readings and the least count. See the least count. Here, least count the balance is 1 gram. Range, highest value to lowest value. See the lowest value is 24, highest is 37, so become 30. Number of class interval, already we have given. If number of readings are up to 50, 6 class interval, 51 to 107, 101 to 208, 201 to 509, 501 to 1010. So here, number of readings are 64, so K is equal to 7. So class width is R plus W upon K. R we know 13, K is 7, and 13 plus 1 by 7 become 2. So class width is 2. Minimum value of first class interval is lowest value minus W2. What is the lowest value? That is 24. So 24 minus W by 2. W is 1. So this becomes 23.5. So maximum value of first class interval means you add the class width. That is 23.5 plus 2 become 25.5. So you'll find class interval. Now we can see the class interval. We have seen 23.5 and 8 the class width, 2 become 25.5. The second one will be 25.5, 8, 2 become 27.5. Like this way, and last will be 37.5. 37 was the maximum. So the class interval. Now we have to make the tally. So how to make the tally? See here. This is the class interval. Now read one by one, 35. Suppose this is 35. So 35 is here. Put a tally mark here. 30 will be here. Put a tally mark here. Like this way, you put the tally mark, read it, and put the tally mark. And ultimately, this become, you can see here, that is become the frequency and the tally. Based on that, we make the histogram. So histogram, you can see here, this will look like this. If you make a curve, this will look like this. So for the normal distribution, this is plus minus 1 sigma, consists of 68.27% reading. If this is plus minus 2 sigma, the number of readings will be 95.45%, and plus minus 3 sigma means 99.73% reading. And that way we say plus minus 3 sigma means it's a normal process. So this histogram, if this is asymmetric skewed positive, this shows asymmetrical with the more observation to the right of mean. Such pattern may result from measurement on characteristics like ovality, taper, etc. Also data on accident, defects, etc. may give rise to this type of histogram. Asymmetric is skewed negative. The same thing in the negative side. Cliff type. This is truncated type. Frequency drop abruptly on the left side. This may arise when the parts are inspected and those below lower specification limits are removed. This may be second side if the higher is removed. Double peak means this pattern arises from a mixture of two conditions. Two suppliers are to same parts, two machines, two operators. Separate histogram for each condition has to be made. Com time. This pattern is usually traceable to error in measurements and observations are rounded off. Bogus reading. Check for bias for even numbers in the data. Isolated peak. This shows from the lot some small group of material is mixed from the different lot. Plateau time. This is mixture of several process conditions out of several days mixture together in a lot. Now, if you want to calculate the process capability, it's very simple. Upper specified limit, not quality control limit, specified limit given by the customer minus lower specified limit divided by 6. And achieved CPK process capability index, upper specified limit minus average by 3 sigma, or average minus lower specified limit divided by 3 sigma, whichever is less. Now coming to the graph, there are so many graphs, but basic graphs are line graph, bar graph, pie chart, circle graph, or pictorial graph that you know. Line graph, bar graph, pie graph, and pictorial graph. There are some special purpose graph, belt graph, radar graph, compound graph, strata graph, float graph, G graph, pyramid. They are derived graphs. For example, from the bar graph, if you see, if we put in same bar, 3 category, north, west, east, make the total. Yeah. So this is showing the total as well as their components also. Here, if we make the belt graph and join together, for example, make a belt graph for 87, 88, 89, 90, 91 for payroll, approach, and implementing cost, and join together and make a line. This becomes a strata graph. Float graph, how much you have achieved means how much you lose. This is also giving the idea how what are the improvements are there in which area and where further improvements are required. Compound graph is nothing but a Pareto diagram. Side by side and pyramid graph, which give a very good comparison instantly. By the same way, G graph. Here, this is line graph, and this is the cumulative. So here, this is for 12 months, for 11 months, for 10 months, and this is a line graph for that last 12 months. Because this looks like jet, and because all these graphs came from Americans given by, and they for jet they say G. That's why we say G graph. The control charts, see, there are variations will be there, but this variation may be because of chance causes, which is within control limit. And if any point goes outside, that is nothing but assignable codes. There are different type of graphs, control charts, average and range chart, individual and range chart. Then defective for attribute control charts, NP chart, P charts giving how many defective pieces are there, upper and lower limit. For the defects, C chart and U chart. So NP chart, when fixed sample size is there, and if variable size is there, then P chart. By the same way, if fixed sample size is there, C chart, if variable sample size is there, U chart. If you see the graph, you'll find like this. Here in P chart, because variable samples are there, so upper limit and lower limit also change it. In C, sample size is same, but U chart sample size is different, so upper limit, lower limit will also change. Run chart, if continuously 7 points comes above the middle line, average line, it's a run. And if continuously is going down, going down 7 times, this shows the trend. Now, for control chart, it's very simple. Two things are there: upper control limit, lower control limit. How to calculate upper control limit, lower control limit is very simple. Upper control limit is nothing but average plus 3 sigma, and lower control limit is average minus 3 sigma. So here, average is very simple. Now 3 sigma, average plus 3 sigma. How to calculate sigma? So for calculating sigma here, you will find simple formula is given. For X bar chart, A2 R bar by T by 3. A2, this you can see from the chart already given in any statistical book. In our book also it is given. R is the range, so average you can calculate. In case of XR chart or moving range chart, R bar you can calculate. D2, the value is given there. So become very simple. For NP chart, simple formula is there. NP bracket 1 minus P. For P chart, P NP divided by N. For C chart, upper controlled CV, simple, and for U chart, under root U by N. So these are the formula. If you remember the formula, P is nothing but percentage. Percentage you can calculate easily. And the sample size. Here C, whatever the defects are coming. So it's very simple. Now for range, for X bar R chart, for XR chart, upper limit of the range is D4 R bar. Lower limit of the range is D3 R bar. So when training on PSS and PST is given, you will find the changes are there. But what we have seen, that if you are not able to create a better environment, this learning will not take place. And that's why what we have observed, since we learned about the workplace management, that the first we have to implement 5S. So to achieve GHS, just go through and you'll find that we have to start from here. Implement 5S first. This will give a learning environment. Once the people started learning, Q training on PSS and PST step by step, not in a one go. Let them come up with the innovation and Kaizen. Involve total employee, and this will certainly help in lean manufacturing, which is going to optimize the cost. Now go for benchmarking, apply this total quality management, and reach to the world class, become a world class manufacturer, and growth, happiness, sustenance will be there. So ultimately, we have to implement 5S. First, what is this 5S? Workplace management. 5S, a scientific and well-tested approach for Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Now we see 1S, theory, reorganization, sort out unwanted, wanted, set on, neatness, place for everything, everything in its place. Third is SESO, cleaning. And when we are doing cleaning, we are doing 1S and 2S, means we are doing inspection. We are seeing whether we have to do 1S or 2S. But all these three things are nothing but housekeeping. And for this housekeeping, we require manpower, material and space, money, equipment, time, and muscle power. What we can see from here, that in 1S, things become unnecessary. Why? 2S, we are not able to search, inventory is more. Why? Can we eliminate it? Can we reduce this? Third is cleaning. Why we are cleaning? So if you think on this, apply your mind, apply this brainstorming, and try to find out solution to totally eliminate 1S, 2S, 3S. Means totally eliminate housekeeping. And if you are not able to eliminate totally, can we partially do it partially? So that the same thing could be done or better could be done with less manpower, less money, less time, means less input and less efforts. And such thing can be achieved with the help of total employee involvement. So once this type of solution will come, approved by the management, that to be standardized and develop visual management so easily people can learn and implement. And once this is standardized, approved by the management, standardized, this to be followed by each one. And if you practice from the heart 21 times, this becomes the habit. Please note, many people, they use to write sort. It's not correct. Sort is an activity. Suppose we ask you to sort here. What you will sort? Somebody will say alphabet, somebody say small and capital letters. And you may sort in so many types. And all the answers will be different. But if I ask you, only sort those digits which are more than 7. Now we can sort and give the correct, because sorting is based on certain instructions. So here, it's organization or reorganization. When you are going to organize any area, then what you have to do? Only those things which belongs to that area, that to be there. So sort is not correct. By the same way, set in order. In which order? It's not set in order. You are keeping things for your easiness. Frequently, your items to be kept nearby. Rarely, your items keep in such a way when you require, you can get it. It's a functionally storage items, not set in order. See your keyboard. They're not set in order. A, B, C, D, E, F. That is not written. They're put based on functionally storage, which letters come faster, which fingers work faster. Based on that, this was made. It's a functionally storage. Say so cleaning. It's not shine. Cleaning is nothing but a combination of theory and set-on. Theory set-on we are doing twice, thrice, 4 exclusively in even our home, even in our nation. But day to day we are doing cleaning. And we are doing cleaning, we are either we are getting not useful item or useful items. So here, shine is not correct answer. See, if you see the sorting, you are doing sorting in the first S also, second also, third S also. People just to get this in SSS, they make changes. Please don't do so. This you can see. This is a case with standardization. Nobody changed because this is starting with S. Since you get discipline, people say self-discipline. No, everybody has to pitch in. It's not that one person is self-disciplined, others not. No, everybody has to be disciplined. And sustain. Sustain is the outcome. If you see the book, Takashi Usada book, who is the main writer, the first book, which was released, translated from Japanese to English, he belongs to JIPM, Takashi Usada. And his front page he has mentioned Siri, Setan, Sesu, Susuke, what is the correct meaning. So don't see with the Googles and use the correct meaning. Jagrati group. We can 10% implies, we can make Jagrati group for 1 month or 20% implies for 2 months. They can point out to anyone for the hygiene point of view. See here, all are following the lines. If not follow, Jagrati group will take action. You can see. Siri, that is organization or reorganization. Here we use red tag area for unnecessary items. That to be segregated on a regular basis, but not more than, gap should not be more than 1 month. Repairing item to be repaired. If it is to be sent to scrap, sent to the scrap. And if this is required, useful but not for that department, we can send it to the CRA museum. Always remember, day-to-day scrap, whatever we are taking out, that should not be a part of red tag area. Red tag area, people will identify not required items. If big items are there, simply put tag. Small items are there, put in red tag area, put in one almirah, put in that. Set on neatness, place for everything, everything in its place. This is a functional storage. Proper labeling required, shape. You can put it based on the frequency of use, shape, size, weight, etc. Say so. It's a cleaning. Here we have to make a say so calendar. And then slowly we have to see why we are cleaning, how we can reduce the efforts being made for this cleaning. 3 types of cleaning: macro level, individual, and micro level cleaning. So for all 1S, 2S, 3S, do trial for the idea, successful ideas to be supervised. Sometimes people say, sir, we have done 1S, 2S, 3S, 4th is the problem. Once you have done 1S, during that period also you can come up with the idea to eliminate the 1S, whatever you find, and you look at the 4th S. From the second also you can come to the 4th S. From 3rd S you can come to the 4th S. Even whatever you have done in the 4th S, you can further improve upon. From 4th S also you can to the 4th S. So that to be the standard practice. Now the structure is very simple. Chairman, member of steering committee, there should be chief coordinator, different zones are there. If required, we can divide zones into sub-zones. Each sub-zone or each zone should have a 3 to 7 council members. These council members, if sub-zones are there, some area coordinators should be there. They will divide their area. They make the map of this area, how many people are sitting where, and identify common area, no man's land. And based on that, responsibility is given to each and every employee. Each one will make micro checklist for his own area plus given area. Given area is common area or no man's land. In each area, they have to also note down hidden areas in their micro checklist. This to be handwritten so that this will be written in your brain like this way, handwritten. 5S register, a simple register is there which can be used for 3 years. One register can be, there are only 5 elements, self-audit, and from self-audit, whatever the X had not been completed during the first audit to second audit, that to be transferred over here. We have to develop standard practices. We have to show the before after photographs with dates. And 5th S, that to be followed by 5S home. We have to implement this. We have already announced mission 1 lakh, 5S home. So those who have implemented 5S in their home can send their photographs, not before, after photograph, to QCFI, and that will be evaluated and certificate will be given to them. And this is totally free. Registration is also free. Now the important part is the management audit, where 22 points are there. And coordinator will go with the auditors, management auditors. Before that, he will brief about all 22 points. Then he will note down the marks, whatever is given by, and why they have deducted the marks, means remarks. For each and every, there may be more than one remarks that to be noted. Then the score should be displayed in the scoreboard less than 70% with red, 70 to 80 with the green, 80 and above with blue color. So display a bolt of the 5 years home also. Jagrati group photo to be displayed. Achievement memento. Those zones who are getting 70% plus, this type of memento to be given. But next month, if they are not able to achieve 70%, memento to be taken out, and there may be some photo like this of the zone leader or somebody. So nobody will like this. Everybody want, no, we'll do it. And if they are able to do it within 3 to 4 days, you return it back. But the score will remain same. Once 5S is implemented, there is a separate wing in QCFI. Go for pre-certification audit. Different points are there. We used to see whatever the promotional activities are there. Then once this is satisfied, then whatever the gaps are there will be given. Then we can go for the final certification audit. And this type of certificate will be given to the unit. Those who are getting 70% plus can apply for JUSE certification. This is jointly with QCFI. And this type of certificate comes from Union of Japanese Scientists and Engineers, JUSE, who is well known for this Deming Award given by Deming Award. And this opportunity only QCFI has got for the joint certification with JUSE, nobody else. So there are 3 ways of training. Physical training, we are doing for a long time. Online training, this was started during the Corona period, and training through module system. This was developed by us, and this is helping us a lot. So we are using all 3, combo of all these 3, and the system is same. Train to do to learn, and learn to coach. So friends, different books are there. Here you have seen just glimpses, but go through the book, learn properly. This is going to help you a lot. Every year we used to declare this jury development program, and we have seen excellent result. Even our juries, 1/3 of the juries in international were selected from India. Jury development, so many juries are there. And every year, many of the juries, they are joining, because whatever payment you are giving to us, 10% of that we are giving as a point. And 1 point is equal to 1 rupee. So from your side, if suppose 1 lakh rupees came, so 10,000 we are going to return it back through points. And this to be utilized to develop the jury. Jury development means they are learning different quality concepts. They are learning tools and technique. They can assess what is going on in their own unit. From others people, they are coming from outside, we try to manipulate. But they know better, so they can guide. And that's why we are seeing for last 5 years, continuously, the par excellent, which was only 5 to 10%, is growing up continuously. And this has reached to level of 44%, because the case studies are improving like anything. And this 100%, the contribution is from the juries, those who are developed from the organizations. My request is that jury nomination every year should be there from your unit. And for this, we have developed different programs. You can see it in our web also. And in this program, jury development program, 12,000 rupees package. And those who are the member, 2,000 rupees will be less. Otherwise, 12,000 rupees, they will make the member also. Like this way, for workplace management system, for problem solving tools and technique, for team payment integrated approach, everywhere, all these things are given over here. So you can take up this one, you can redeem the points which you can earn from this NCQC participation. Registration will be from 15 January and the course will start from 1st of April and registration will stop in 31st of August, so 31st of October. So this is just about this theory development program plus other courses. So all these points already have narrated and this is already given in our journal also, in the souvenir also, as well as you can see in our QCFI website also. So friends, are you ready for exam? Yeah. See the date, note down the time, appear in the exam. 3 people will be allowed per circle. So all 3 people, they will get separate question. And the average of 3 will be considered as marks of the group. So friends, I'm sure all of you not only go through this refresher program, but also go through your books also so that you can do better. Those who are interested in live quiz, they have to go for first level quiz that is online. Best 10 teams will be allowed for the live quiz, which will be held on last day before validity session. So friends, thank you. Thank you very much. Namaskar.